Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Monday, July 8th. Did you have a great long weekend? A lot of people are just taking off so much time. I think last week was sort of this dead week. But hey, back to work this week, and we are back to work with you. If you missed any of the programs while you were sort of lounging, hiking, biking, maybe hanging out at the poolside, going to the ocean, going to the mountains, that's okay. You can binge us. We encourage that. And the price is right, free. If you have a financial question, maybe as you were walking on the beach all by yourself, you thought to yourself, do I really want to go back to work? Aren't I done? Isn't this crazy? Why am I doing this to myself? If that's you, I want to hear from you. Just go to our website, jillonmoney.com. Click the Contact Us button. Please let us know if you would be willing to come on the air with us by checking that box. Mark will do everything else. While you're on the website, sign up for the free weekly newsletter. Comes out every Friday. It's amazing. Also, do check out our YouTube show, Jill on Money, powered by The Compound. This is where the term Jillionaire came up, which I have to love, and I'm going to steal it from whichever audience member coined that. You can also subscribe to Jill on Money Live. That's where for $35 you have access to quarterly live webinars, lots of cool bonus video content. If you don't want to do that, that's fine too. Today, we are going to talk to Penny, who is on the line from North Carolina. Hello, Penny. How are you?
Good morning, Jill. I'm good. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. I'm a long time listener.
Well, it can't be that long. How long could it be? We've been on the air. Just to be clear, we have been broadcasting this show since 2016. I guess that is kind of long. We've had a radio show since 2011, so that's a long time. Penny, what can we do for you today?
Well, Jill, I retired 4 years ago, and I'm wondering if I should be unretired.
Why? Are you bored?
Well, no, I've conquered the boredom part, but I just wonder, I guess I'm just nervous about if I have enough money to last the rest of my life.
Now, Penny, maybe we should have talked 4 years ago, but what prompted your retirement 4 years ago?
I worked for a large corporate company, and I was given an offer. If I left at a certain time, they would take care of my health benefits until I was 65.
Oh, so you got packaged out. How old are you now?
59.
They pay for your health insurance, or you get to pay for their cheaper insurance?
They pay for my health insurance.
Okay, so paid health insurance, but that's it. That's the only benefit. I mean, it's a valuable one, but paid health insurance.
Correct.
Until age 65. Okay, so what are you living on right now?
Well, I'm taking I cashed out my pensions, and I'm taking a 72T distribution.
Okay. So gang, 72T distribution means that you're taking substantially equal payments from this pension plan. So how much is the 72T payment annually?
I take $2,000 a month, so 24.
Okay. Is that the only income that you have right now?
That's the only distributions or money I'm using. Correct.
Okay, got it. Let's talk about the other money that you have saved.
I have $520,000 in a 401k from the company.
Sure.
And then I have $455,000 in an IRA.
And that's a traditional?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
And then I have the 72T comes from I don't know if I really clearly understand it, some sort of an account that I have $148,000 in it.
So that's the cash value of the pension, I think.
It's a specific account we set up for that.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine. And so those are your two big retirement buckets. I'm not going to say 140. I mean, I guess that what would happen, God forbid, if you drop dead right now? What happens to that 72T payment?
That's a good question. I do not know.
I wonder if that 148 is sort of like the account goes to someone. Do you have kids?
I have no kids. I'm single.
I mean, that's a question to ask wherever the account is held. Like, hey, what happens to this account if I were to, because you'd want to make sure that somebody gets it if possible.
I do recall filling out a beneficiary.
Okay. All right, great. So that's good. So now we have these three big chunks of money. And the 2,000 a month is going to last for how long? Is that a
Uh,
lifetime, or is that like end at a certain age?
it can be because well, it depends on how well we manage it, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I am above the amount I put in 4 years ago.
Okay. That's
So
good.
I started at 120, 128,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm currently sitting at 143. And I can't change that distribution until I'm 59 and a half or 5 years, whichever comes last.
Okay. I got it. And do you have a brokerage account also, a money in like something that's in a taxable account?
That's my Fidelity account.
And what is that? How much
That's
is in
the
there?
520.
Okay, but that's a 401k, you said.
Oh, yes. The LPL then is the brokerage account, 455.
But that's an IRA traditional? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'm asking if you have any money that's already been taxed.
Yes, the 455 has.
Okay, that's been taxed. So it's not an IRA.
That one is not correct.
Okay. So the 455 is a plain old brokerage account that's taxable. The 401k at Fidelity is a rollover, or is it the old 401k?
It's the old.
Okay. So I just want to make sure we're clear about that. Who's managing this 140 something $1,000? The LPL person?
Correct.
Okay. So right now the LPL person is managing the 72T payment account and the taxable brokerage account, right?
Correct.
Are you pulling money out of the taxable brokerage account monthly?
No, I'm not.
So you're living on $2,000 a month?
No, that's where the boredom piece comes in.
Ah,
So I went and got myself a little side gig,
okay.
and I make really good money doing that, but I'm not contributing to anything with
Who
it.
cares? How much do you make from that?
It's whatever I feel like working. I mean, I can make some months I make 5,000, some months
What?
I can make 2,000.
But you can basically turn that on and off.
Yep,
Okay. And so you're not touching any of these other accounts, right?
that's correct.
How much money do you think you need to live on for real?
I don't know. I think I have a distorted view about that. I don't know. My whole idea was the money I have saved up in all of these accounts, I thought should fund me until I get to Social Security.
Mm-hmm. And would you claim it's 70?
Yes, 3,800.
I mean, I guess that it sounds like from the side hustle, that's probably about like the Social Security would basically replace the side hustle income.
Correct.
All right,
Yes,
so why
but-
would you want to go back to a full-time job if you're making it work right now? Do you want to go back to a full-time job?
Well, no, I don't. I don't want to go back to the corporate world at all.
How much were you making but when you retired 4 years ago?
150.
I don't see if you can. Do you think you're going to be happy doing like the side hustle for the next 10 years? It's like something you like and it keeps you
No.
out of trouble? No,
No.
you're not. You're
Not that long. No.
Okay. Because that's kind of what I was hoping, if you could do that. But at age 65, we don't need to mess around with a 72T payment right now. We can just let that be, right?
Right. I can modify it less or more after, I suppose, I probably have another year and a half.
But I mean, you can do that anytime after that.
Correct. I don't have to do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so there's two things. One is if you really like doing the side hustle and you want to just do this, for how many more years? 5 more years till 65? Like, you tell me. What do you think?
Max.
Max.
Yeah,
Wow,
max.
she's not liking that. Okay. So more like 3 years?
Yes. I would be willing to work it hard at the 5,000 a month for 2 to 3 more years. Then I
Okay.
need to really cut it down to like a third of that.
Okay. So then why don't you do that? And then you don't have to get a real job. I don't care that you're not contributing to a retirement account. I just care that you're meeting your needs, that you're not dipping into that brokerage account. How do you pay the LPL broker?
I have no idea. She takes her money on the side.
Okay. So I want you to do a few things. I got
Okay.
homework for you. And then you're going to report back to us. I think you're fine. I really do.
Okay.
But I would like you to, number one, I think you should really keep track of how much money you're spending just for like 90 days. You don't have to do it forever. I just need to know, what is it that you're spending money on? Like, do you own a home?
I do. I own my house here. It's worth about 470.
Uh-huh.
I have about 115 to go. at 3.625.
Okay. And you're not making extra payments on that, are you?
No, not at
Okay.
all.
And when is that mortgage paid off?
I think I have 6.5 years, 7.5 years to go.
All right. That's not bad.
I also own another home.
Oh, you're going to hold out on me? Okay.
Yeah, well,
Rental?
yeah. Sort of. It's a vacation home for me. I use it as a short-term rental, only enough to pay those bills to float
Okay.
that house on its
How
own.
much is that worth?
$415.
But you're not making money. You're just sort of saying like, I rent it out to just pay for itself, right?
Yeah, I might make. I think last year I made $11,000.
Well, that's not nothing.
No, I put it back in it though. I mean, I don't.
You don't spend it.
No, I mean, I put it into the house.
Yeah. I got you. You're not spending it on like your groceries.
No.
Is there a mortgage on that?
No.
Do you want to keep maintaining the two, or do you think you'd move into the vacation rental place, or like, what do you think?
I'm renovating the vacation place right now, and I plan to move into it in about a year and a half. And that will change my side hustle business a bit.
Why?
Because I won't be in the city.
And you need to be in the city to do the side hustle?
Well, I do for that amount of money, for the amount I've
But can we sell your house then?
Oh, yeah.
So, so I got 300 grand in there.
Yeah.
So that seems okay to me. I think you're in good shape. Actually, I really do. So let's play this out. For the next couple of years, you're renovating the rental, blah, blah, blah. You do that. Okay. Then just say for 2 more years, you make this $5,000 a month. You stay in your house, and then you sell your own house, and then you move into the rental vacation property. That's your new primary residence. Fabulous. You take the extra money, you put it into the brokerage account. Now, instead of having 455,000, you have like 750 at least. Okay.
Right.
Fantastic. Right now, about this brokerage account, I would like you to please ask this nice lady broker at LPL, how do I pay you? I know this sounds crazy, lady broker, but you know what? I don't really know. And I feel weird that I don't know that. And she's going to say you either pay an asset under management fee, you pay some percentage of the money that I manage, or I make money by selling stuff in this account and I make a commission. Those are the 2 basic ways that they would be charging you. Do either sound familiar to you?
The asset does.
The asset under management. Okay.
Yeah.
And you like her?
I do.
Okay. Then that's
I do.
Fine.
She has helped me put all that money in there.
Okay. Good. Then I like her too. If you like her, I like her. I just want to know how much she's spending on her. Yeah. And I also want to know how much you really spend. I think that's a very good exercise for you. It will give you confidence that if you make $5,000 or $4,000 a month for the next couple of years, right? And then you sell your house and that money goes to the brokerage account. And then instead of making $4,000 or $5,000, you're making like $2,000. You can start saying to LPL lady, hey, I need to take $1,000 or $2,000 a month out of my brokerage account. You may do that. Or you might say, what's better to do? Should I increase my 72T payment or should I take money from my brokerage account? Let her guide you.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're in bad shape. I think you're in quite good shape. It's always weird when you get that package that is offered to you, because I have a friend who just did this, and there's, every time you have the offer, it's like, how close am I to getting Medicare, and how much is that health insurance worth? And that's worth a lot of money to you. And you are working. You're just not working full time, which is fine.
Right.
It seems good to me. I mean, you sound happy. So you have a bunch of assets. Some of those assets pass by contract. Some of them would have to be probated, like a brokerage account. Do you have somebody who would inherit this money?
Well, that's the other part of it, Jill. I don't want to leave a dime to anybody.
You want to spend it all?
I do.
Just give me your date of death, and then we'll do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you don't. No charity, no nothing like that.
I do quite a bit of charity work.
Oh, okay.
And
all right.
I do quite a bit of physical charity work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't donate as much as I'd like, but if I were to, have to put something down on paper, I absolutely could put down a couple charities where any nickels left would go to them.
Okay, I think that's a good thing. I think you should have something. Also, like, what if you got sick and someone had to make a healthcare decision? Do you have a friend, a sibling, anyone who can help you out?
Yes.
All right, that I want you to do. I mean, you should have something down on paper. Okay.
Yes.
And do you have siblings?
I do. Yes.
Okay. So maybe what you do are they the beneficiaries of your retirement accounts?
No, not my one. I have 30 some nieces and nephews, but my one nephew is on for everything.
Okay. You may want to, boy, what a lucky nephew. Sounds like he sounds gorgeous. I'm just kidding. What the thing you can do is talk to the LPL person and say, can I make my nephew the person who would get this brokerage account? It's called a transfer on death account. And brokerage firms can allow you to do this. You can name him, and then it just makes it more seamless in the transfer process. Okay. That's an easy thing to do. I think Penny's in good shape. I think, Penny, you're worth a nickel, maybe a dime, and probably a quarter. You're in great, I really do. And I don't think you need to worry. I think you can reassess, but let's see how much money you make and let's see how the renovation goes. But a couple more years, grind it out and go from there. How's that?
I think that sounds good.
All right. We're done with Penny. She's amazing. And I love a side hustle where you can turn it on and off. That's pretty amazing. So if you have been offered a package from a big company and they're willing to pay for your health insurance and you want to know, can you do it? Can you not do it? Or you're making any other big life decision, go to our website, JillOnMoney.com, click the contact us button, write us a note, and check the box if you would be willing to come on the air. Don't forget to check out all of the great content that lives on that website. Mark does a great job with it. You can subscribe to us on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. We ask that you do something nice for someone else today. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.